Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's video, we're going to be looking at some Dragonheir and looking at the two biggest things that I really overlooked within this game that really hindered my progression. So overall, guys, the first one, and a big shout out to everyone over on YouTube that did go ahead and point this out, guys, was looking at our heroes. There is really two support heroes that I overlooked. One is Enna. Now, overall, I've built her up. I've leveled her up a little bit. Now, she works in conjunction incredibly well right here with Hexandra. Now, this was actually the one that I super strongly recommend. Definitely overlooked. Again, a lot of people commented over on the YouTube video saying this is a hero you absolutely need to build out because of her ability, not only for the enlightenment, but also for the massive HP that she does heal, as well as the removing of the debuffs. So when you think of a lot of different parts within this game, there are a lot of debuffs that we are picking up from the bosses as the bosses are getting stronger. The debuffs do make a really big difference. And both of these healers do a really strong, good job with the debuff. So not only do I have one healer that is a really big, massive heal, that has kind of a sub heal with that debuff, but this one grants a recovery over time and it dispels a debuff from them. And again, this goes on everyone. So the combination of both of those have allowed me to actually get through some of the level 3 monsters that I've been able to fight in a couple different game modes, making a lot more progression, which was definitely the number one thing, guys, that I did overlook in this game, is the importance of the rare heroes within here, and especially when it comes to the support. Now, the second one, of course, is right here, is building out this gear. I was saving the Elemental Forge. Once you get past the basic equipment, you can see we start getting into the Forge 2, which gives us some bonuses on our gear when you're starting to get sets. Now I'm at Forge 3, guys, and the set bonuses in these last two, I haven't unlocked the final Forge yet, but looking at Forge 3, anytime that I have actually picked up some of these refined tempered sandals, these elite material, I've gone ahead and build these out just based on what I have, guys. And the set bonuses on these just get exponentially stronger. You can see resistance. So I underestimated not only the gear that we have right here, guys, and also the multiplication factor when we build this up, but also the resistance when it comes to a lot of different content. I believe it tells us about the accuracy when you go into a couple different places based on where the accuracy. So again, overall, it seems like some of the content is going to require very specific items to actually get through here, buffing up the resistance to a point where you can make some more progression, and you can make some more progression in a very fast manner just based on what you're building. Now, also with this forge, you can see, guys, we've been farming up a lot of these stones. I've made sure that going forward, all of my heroes actually had some of these resources, or some of these actually built. I haven't built any of these yet, but I know as we get further, guys, these are going to make a big difference on what I'm using to just buff up the attack and defense. As I get those heroes over that level 70 and going into the 90, going to make a big difference. And again, going in here, we're farming up a lot of the resources. We're to the point we're moving from the Forge 2 to the Forge 3, which means, again, a lot more gear for a lot of different heroes. Now, I've gotten to the Eye of Therme. So this is actually the point, guys, where I need to level up my heroes a little bit stronger to actually make a little bit more progression. I've been kind of stuck. Now, again, a lot of players, we have been saving these dice for the D&D event, the Dungeons & Dragons event. Of course, that is coming up. Hopefully, we can get a couple more of these. Hopefully, we can do a couple of pulls and get some of the heroes. I want to make sure during the promotional event that we're going to be able to pick up the heroes. And I believe there are 2 heroes that we're going to be able to get from these dice. Again, kind of looking through the notes and a couple other places, making sure that we do pick up the heroes, because looking at the horn, guys, a lot of players say, you never see a good hero within here in the horn. And it's been 2 weeks, a little over 2 weeks that we've been playing this game, guys. Never seen a 15 or a 20 yet. There will come a point of when we're doing these videos, day after day, that we're going to have the ability to actually see them. Again, another rare hero. And this hero I've actually seen in a couple different places, just based on the hero. And we almost got the raging in here. But what I've noticed also is when you're going through a bunch of different content, guys, it's very important to note the teams that went in there. For instance, This is how I found out about the hero. Again, it's funny because the comment literally came in YouTube about the same time that I was looking through a couple different variations. Right here, the lineup recommendations. This is where, of course, I seen this hero that was popping up, Hexandra. So I tear out the legendary because, again, a majority of players don't have legendary. But you'll notice she is right here with Ina, or Ina right here in the bottom. She is right here. She's right here. Most players, even right here, most players are running the combination of her in these formations, which again, this helps a ton, guys. If you don't know where this is, we even downloaded this little video so we could see the playback and see exactly the formation that we were running, more of them kind of backline, which makes a big difference. And as you continue progression, guys, you can kind of notice where the heroes levels are. So we're at a point, guys, and again, looking here at the hero, we're seeing right here with the book, seeing with a lot more of Guardian Helmet, the HP right there. But overall, looking at the build and looking where the heroes are, noticing the formations and picking up on the heroes that you start seeing. And you can see, guys, even here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She is in every formation in here. And again, I take out the legendaries because some of these, this is actually one that I do have, Felicity. But overall, a lot of them, you'll see the legendaries in here, or you'll see the legendary heroes in these formations. And most players do not have the option to get legendary, but you can still make a lot of progression through a lot of content, even without having those legendary heroes in here. And again, I went through 1, I got to 2, I've gotten to 3 now. So as we continue to go up, and then of course 4 is going to unlock that next level. So these are going to be equivalent to the Forge 3 of where we're leveling them up. And then of course, this is going to let us level up the Forge. And there's a chance to get a random item from the Rage set. So it's going to have the tier 3 right here and the tier 2. Again, I feel like I have to level up a little bit further to be able to come through this challenge attempt and be able to finish this out. Most of the time when I come in here, even with the set formation that I have, right here, the enemies has 50 resistance. When confronting enemies that exceed 70% accuracy, have a higher success rate of inflicting debuffs, control effects, shields, and dispels. Now, this is very important to note, like I was saying, when it comes to the gear. This is very important to note with the resistance the enemy has. So you actually want a higher accuracy than the resistance. And again, this is the formation that we've kind of been running in here. It shows we do not have artifacts on these heroes because unfortunately at this point, I do not have artifacts for these heroes, but I think I might have one in here that I actually did not equip. And again, this is a hero that we've been running for a little bit. Martina working incredibly well. I'm actually pretty impressed. So let's go ahead and equip this one up. But looking at going into level 4 and the difference between 1, 2, 3, and then going to level 4, it's crazy. It is really crazy, guys. Even the damage that the boss puts out. Look at my tank. Even there, my healer just drops to the ground within a couple seconds right there. Even the tank, boom, tank goes down. Just folds this formation very, very fast. Based on my heroes, based on where I have them built, guys, absolutely going to have to level this up a lot further because we just get crushed. So this is the point where we hit level 3 within the boss. And of course, this boss is tied to the event, which means we can go through here and we're actually going to farm this boss on level 3 for gear, making sure that we can stock up and build out everyone with the gear in here. And like I was just saying, tied to the event, guys, when you go into the event tab, it is the Fortune Seeker. So this one is tied to the Venom, the Curse, and the Rot. We're going to go ahead, farm the rest of this out to get some more resources out of here. And also that goes in conjunction with the Fortune Seeker of farming all 3 of those. The hero are hard training. I already have the current one, which is the first one, guys. We're trying to get to this second one with 4,000. We are on our final day now. Hard training 2 has already been completed. We hit this first one. But again, as we continue to kind of grind through this a lot more, I'm hoping to get these first 2. I know coming further down, not going to be able to make that much progression, but overall, super happy with being able to farm this third boss, getting a lot more resources in here and a lot more points based on the build of the boss. And of course, farming the gear within a bunch of different game modes. So, all right, guys, so that'll do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, what things you have underestimated in this game that you really found out a little bit later. And again, guys, drop some comments down below, some of the gameplay so we can figure this out. I've been playing it for about 2 weeks now. Absolutely loving the game. So again, let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.